This department has already been affected by attacks against officials. For example, the heinous Magnanville attack in 2016, and more recently the assassination of Samuel Paty. Our determination to fight terrorism in all its forms is more intact than ever.
The assailants waited for her to go and change her parking ticket. The murderer caught her by surprise as she left the police station for just a moment. And so it was really a cowardly, barbaric attack.
Well, the shock and horror of this latest brutal attack here in France is slowly turning to anger as people are questioning how this once again has happened here on French territory. I just want to take you through what we know about the events on Friday and what happened. We know that the police officer was a 49-year-old mother of 2 teenagers. She's been named in the French media as being Stephanie M, and we know that she worked as an administrative officer in that police station just outside Paris in an area called Rambouillet. Now, the attacker was carrying identity that suggests he was a Tunisian national who came to France back in 2009 illegally, but had his situation regularized in the last few years, and that he was in his late 30s. A police union has said that he screamed the words Allah Akbar as he slit the throat of Stephanie M. He was then attacked by the colleagues who shot at him and later died of those injuries. Of course, Stephanie M also fatally succumbed to the injuries that he made in that brutal attack. Now, the police services say that he wasn't known to the intelligence units before this attack took place, and that this is now being treated by the anti-terrorism prosecution here in France, who are carrying out an investigation. Searches have been taking place overnight at an address where this man lived, and others have been taken into custody in connection with that attack. Now, on Friday, the Interior Minister, Gérald Darmanin, announced that there would be an increased security across police stations in France following that latest attack. But one police union has said that officers must be protected.
We already had fears about the security of this police station, and not only this one. We will have to review the safety regulations of police facilities. We must understand that if we want the police to defend the nation, the officers must also be protected when they are at work. And today, it is often the case that some private companies are better protected than certain state buildings.
And that police union official went on to say that anger from officers who feel that not enough is being done is the sentiment that is likely to rise over the next few days. Of course, here in France, MPs have just passed a global security law with the aim of protecting police officers, but unions have said it's simply not enough. They need more than words. They need concrete actions to protect them. Now, in the hours after the attack, there was also accusations that the government is too laxist towards radicals and terrorism here in France. That accusation coming from the leader of the National Rally, Marine Le Pen, who tweeted her dissatisfaction, saying, you know, how can brutal attacks like this be happening again and again? Now, the French Parliament is also at the moment discussing a law, a separatism law. That's what it's so been dubbed. This is an idea of tackling anti-hate speech online, tackling foreign financing of religious organisations and foreign influence here in France. But for many, it's been seen as an anti-Muslim law, which has provoked anger in itself. Now, the draft law was strengthened last year following the brutal spate of events that saw a teacher beheaded. Let's just have a reminder of that spate of attacks that France faced at the end of 2020. But France, of course, has been struggling under a dark cloud of terrorism all the way since 2015. On Friday, Emmanuel Macron, the president, said that he would never give up the fight. But many were questioning now how that fight can actually be won when yet again we see another attack here in France. In the last few months, France has also provoked ire in the Muslim world after Emmanuel Macron said he supported freedom of speech and he supported the right of individuals to show things such as the controversial cartoons of the Muslim Prophet Muhammad. In fact, in Pakistan, there have been protests in the last week in regards to that. So there's still this anger that's being directed towards the country. And, you know, as France is trying to grapple with this problem, once again, another life has been lost.